Hi, my name is TJ Scott. This is my video reaction number 5 for Human Resources Management. Video number 5 was on values, more specifically organizational values. Basically, the values that are incorporated within very specific teams of people and also very specific companies. Um, the speaker herself seemed to have a lot of knowledge, not just, on paper. I guess not a lot of definitions. Like some of these videos get into more like slideshow presentation type things. She seemed to have a lot of experience um, in a number of these topics, and she had a lot of firsthand things that really helped the video go more smoothly for me personally. It helped me understand the fact that very specific values incorporated within certain companies produce success. And I ultimately think that's what she was trying to showcase, and not just that, but also that um, values are monumental in producing a successful company. So she goes into right away. She had to hire an experienced bank teller. Um, so in hiring this experienced bank teller, she noticed that the experienced bank teller had been stealing. So she began to understand that she needs more than just experience. She needs values. A lot of people fall into that trap. They see the number of years people have been working, they think, oh, this is a good worker, but in reality, you're searching for a very specific set of values to fit your company. So she said that there's certain traits that people have, certain values that all successful people have that have been put into this model. Um, Number one is values. They have a strong set of values that they're going to follow, whether that be working hard, honesty, or service with a smile, even something as simple as that. They hire A players, so they look for very specific people within the company's organization to find out, what do we really need here? What do we need from a person, not just a job? Strong accountability model, holding others accountable and holding yourself accountable. It's the most important structure, in my opinion, in team setting, especially in a company like that. Continuous discipline, so not just discipline placed on others, controlling the company, controlling certain aspects of your job, but also discipline placed on yourself. Having the discipline to go to the library, having the discipline to make sure you get that homework done on Friday, even though it's due Sunday. And the fifth one was people are a brand. People are our brand, rather. Understanding that your people, the people at the front desk, are the first thing that people are going to see within a company. People make up your company. It doesn't matter how much productivity you have, what you're creating, how impactful it is on society. The people that represent you are going to be that company, and that's how the society is going to view you. She goes over this, just a quick tidbit about this. Leaders drive values. Values drive behaviors. Behaviors drives culture, and culture drives performance. Essentially saying, having the leaders and the leaders' willpower to produce correct values is going to directly correlate to performance and productivity, creating a successful, efficient company, successful, efficient operation. Values, basically what she's trying to say, are the most important thing within a company to create culture and then create performance. Utilizing the golden rule, she mentioned a little bit about that. Treating people the way that you would want to be treated. It's something that should be enforced on all levels of a company, from the ground up. In utilizing this, you have the ability to, produce not only a happy behavior among each other, among the team, among your employees, but also among the consumer. People want that service of the smile. People want to be able to know the cash register. They want to be able to see faces, recognize them, and develop relationships with them. It's important to people. So how do we reward people? How do you make things meaningful? She discusses this a little bit, and I think it's really impactful when it comes to driving values. It's really easy to work for a company that wants to work with you. They want you to succeed. It can be very challenging to have a rewarding experience when you're not happy with a company. She discusses Google, which is also discussed within the homework, and how they had Bring Your Parents to Work Day. I think that's hilarious. Um, it's a lot of fun. It's a cool event. It makes people happy, and it's really important. And I think people get away from that at times, fall in love with the money aspect of things, or even the status within a job. But being happy is probably your most important thing when selecting a job or going in a career or even selecting a specific institution that you're going to work for. Get values and culture right. This is basically toward the end of the video. She discusses this. I've said it over and over again in this video. It's extremely redundant, but it is the most important thing. Making sure that your company is being represented the way you want it to be represented. So this is kind of go into more of the personal aspect of things that was in the question for this video reaction, which is a little different from most. So what are the values of your organization, and what are your core values? I'd say my core values, before getting into more of the company things, are definitely probably the biggest thing that I'm a believer in, and also try to follow as closely as I can, is putting others before myself. That goes with everything. Excuse me. That goes with everything, whether that be with baseball, in academics, and hopefully in my future career. Taking care of other people before myself, making sure that people are comfortable, making sure that people are successful, and then I'll go take care of myself. Next one would probably be integrity. Essentially being honest, nose to the grindstone type of kid. I'm going to put in the work, and I'm going to be honest about it. I'm going to be honest when things are tough, and I'm going to be honest when things are going good. The next one is service with a smile. I mentioned this earlier. Not just in itself, handing you your groceries with a smile or anything like that, but essentially always being energetic, always being happy, always being smiling. That positive impact on others speaks volumes. So now getting into kind of the company aspect of things, toward the end of the video, it said select something that you want to work, an organization that you would want to work for. I decided to select my family's organization, because I feel like I do understand their values a little bit better, and I understand what my parents are trying to incorporate within their business. It's kind of a hands-on experience as opposed to what are we looking for. I know exactly what's going on here. So my parents own and manage restaurants, and they're more of small-town restaurants. Obviously, it's in a big city in Cincinnati, but they kind of make that small-town vibe happen. That's one of their core values, is making relationships. My dad continues to harp on, people come to us first because of the relationships that we've created. They want to be able to walk in the door and be able to see the manager and say, hi, how you doing? And they want to develop that relationship with people. It makes it feel like home, and people want to feel at home. Even though they're outside of their home, people want to go to a place that they feel at home, they feel comfortable with. And then the last thing is quality. My family really tries to direct everything towards quality, whether that be food or even service, and even the relationships, the quality of the relationships with the people when you walk in the door, making sure that everything's done efficiently. So now going into kind of my field, not necessarily a specific company, but more player development things, strength and conditioning aspect, working hand in hand with individuals within a team, which can be complicated. Excuse me. So number one is caring about the individual. You can't put together plans with player development for an entire team and hope that everybody benefits from it. It's just not going to happen. Making sure that that individual person is being rewarded, that individual person is being taken care of, and there's a direct plan for that person. Making sure each day is a victory. No matter what happens in that day, making sure that we made strides. Even if we took 2 steps back, are we positive? Are we energetic? Making sure that each day, you can go to bed saying, I worked hard today. Maybe there was a couple failures. Maybe you didn't, put up your 1-rep max the way you wanted to, but you worked hard. You can let your head hit the pillow at night and say, it was a good day. And the last 2 for me, remain disciplined but relaxed. making sure that you have the kind of environment where we're here to put in work, but we're also kind of a relaxed vibe. Not more or less the energy is relaxed, but you can feel comfortable coming to me. You can feel comfortable coming to a professional, not just for help within player development or strength conditioning, but coming to me as a person. And lastly, really important is energy, keeping the energy up the whole time. Different people like different energy. Some people want to be yelled at. Some people just need to be coached. They're going to do what they're going to do, regardless of what you're going to say anyway. But the energy within the building, within the institution needs to be upbeat. In my opinion, needs to be positive. People need to be jumping around, having fun, but also getting work done. Thank you.